I found the sweater in the trash. The navy one, soft wool, faintly smelling of lavender detergent and her perfume. My ex, Emily, had given it to me 3 years ago for my birthday. My current girlfriend, Zara, always said she hated it. "It just doesn't look like you," she'd mutter whenever I wore it, even though she'd never explained why. But that morning, seeing it crumpled in the bin, shredded and wet, a jagged rip running down the sleeve like an open wound, it hit me with a kind of cold panic I couldn't name. I stood there in the kitchen, trash bag gaping open, the smell of burnt coffee thick in the air, and stared at the sweater as if it could explain itself. It didn't. And that's what scared me most. When Zara walked in, her hair messy, eyes half awake, I tried to sound calm. "Did you throw my sweater out?" She blinked. "What sweater?" "The navy one. It's in the trash." She frowned, reaching for her mug. "Oh, that thing. It looked old. Thought it was garbage." Her tone was too casual. Too rehearsed. "It wasn't garbage," I said quietly. "You knew I still wore it." She shrugged. "You've got better clothes now. Let it go." That was it. No apology. No flicker of guilt. Just that dismissive tone that always made me feel small, unreasonable, dramatic. I told myself to drop it. It was a sweater, not a declaration of war. But deep down, a sliver of unease lodged itself in me, whispering that something wasn't right. It started with small things after that. My phone would be face down on the counter, and when I picked it up, Zara's eyes would follow. When Emily's name came up on social media, an old photo, a mutual friend's tag, Zara's smile would tighten, just a little. One night, I found my phone settings changed. The block list had a new name. Emily's. When I confronted her, she laughed. "You're paranoid. Maybe you hit something by accident." But I hadn't. And the next day, Emily texted me from a different number. "Did you block me? Did I do something?" I didn't know what to say. I met Emily once after that. By accident, or maybe fate. She was in line at the same cafe I'd been going to for years. When she saw me, she smiled that familiar, gentle smile, the one that used to make me feel calm just by existing. "Hey," she said softly. "Long time." We talked for 10 minutes, maybe less. Small talk about work, mutual friends, the way everything feels harder when you grow up. There was no flirting, no hidden meaning. Just nostalgia. But when I got home, Zara was waiting. She didn't say a word at first. Just sat on the couch, scrolling through my Instagram. My heart dropped when I saw the location tag from the cafe in my story. "You saw Emily today," she said. Not a question. "Yeah, by accident. We just talked." "Do you still love her?" Her voice trembled, but not with sadness. It was something sharper. Desperation mixed with fury. "Zara, no. It wasn't like that. I love you." She stood, pacing. "You say that, but you keep her sweater. You follow her online. You tell me it's nothing, but you don't see what it looks like." I tried to explain, to reason, but she was already crying, shaking, muttering about how everyone leaves her, how everyone chooses someone else. That night, she locked herself in the bathroom for an hour. I sat outside the door, terrified of what I might hear, but when she finally came out, she was calm again. Too calm. She kissed my forehead, whispered, "I trust you," and went to bed. But the next morning, I found the sweater gone. And this time, I knew it wasn't an accident. I tried to forget it. I really did. Weeks passed, and Zara was back to her usual self. Playful, affectionate, the version of her I'd fallen for. We went to dinners, took late-night drives, laughed like before. I convinced myself the sweater was just an impulsive act, a jealous mistake, not a warning. Until the night I came home early. Her phone was on the couch, screen lit up with a notification. It wasn't locked. A message from a contact saved as M. "He doesn't suspect a thing. I think I'm finally getting through to him." My stomach dropped. I scrolled, trembling. There were weeks of messages. "M, you said you'd make him hate her memory. Destroy every trace." "Zara, already done. He thinks I threw it away because it looked old." Good. He should never think about her again. Zara, he won't. Not after what I'm planning next. My throat closed up. The room felt too small, the air too heavy. I checked the number. It wasn't an ex, or some mystery man. It was Emily. It took me days to piece it together. Emily had reached out to Zara months ago, worried, apparently, that I wasn't moving on. They'd started talking, bonding over helping me heal. Somewhere along the line, it twisted. Zara became obsessed with the idea that Emily still had power over me. And Emily, maybe she liked that. Maybe she wanted to feel needed again, relevant again. Together, they'd created a game, testing how far I'd go, what I'd believe, how easily I'd let one woman erase another. The sweater wasn't just jealousy. It was proof. They wanted to see if I'd notice. If I'd choose to believe Zara's lie or dig deeper. I'd failed their test. When I confronted Zara, she cried again, but this time, her tears didn't look real. She made me feel like I was saving you, she said between sobs. Like she knew you better than I ever could. I just wanted to prove her wrong. By destroying what little trust we had left. I asked. She didn't answer. The silence between us was heavier than any fight. That night, I packed my things. The last thing I saw before I closed the door was the torn sweater, stitched, washed, folded neatly on the counter. There was a note on top of it. In Zara's handwriting, "Now you can remember both of us." I still don't know which betrayal cut deeper, the one who left me or the one who stayed just to prove she could. All I know is that I never wore that sweater again. But I couldn't throw it away either. Because sometimes, the things that hurt us most are the only proof we ever really cared.